Hey, what is up everyone? Gino boy here. Happy Halloween, and for today's video, I will share my experience and thoughts about Zhiyun Weebill-S gimbal when it is paired with my small mirrorless camera, the Sony A6400. And before we start, I want to thank all of my beloved subscribers. We've reached the 1,000 subscriber mark. I'm truly humbled and blessed with this new channel milestone. So, thanks guys again. Maraming salamat sa inyo. And for those who aren't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button now. It will be highly appreciated. Thank you. I have had the Weebill-S since 2020, and in terms of performance, I'm very satisfied with it. All of the videos that I shot, regardless kung stabilize yung lens na ginagamit ko or not, all came up smooth. This gimbal is actually more than enough for my use case. As you know, the Sony A6400 and lower models doesn't have in-body image stabilization, and another sad thing about it is that our camera bodies still uses the NP-FW50 batteries, which are notorious for their bad battery life. So if your camera has the same limitations, this video might also be for you. Here are the top 2 life-changing features that I like about the Zhiyun Weebill-S when paired with the Sony A6400. Number 1, performance and weight scalability. In terms of smoothness and stabilization, satisfied ako sa performance niya. Kahit walang IBIS or OSS yung lens, smooth yung footages na nakukuha ko with this gimbal. Even at longer focal lengths, smooth pa din siya. I can execute all of the gimbal movements that I know flawlessly with the Weebill-S. Motor performance is excellent, and the weight payload is very scalable. The Weebill-S has a maximum weight payload of 3.5 kilograms, which is very competitive by today's standards. So if you have a light APS-C setup like mine and you're planning to upgrade to full frame in the future, walang problema sa gimbal na to. And ang setup ko ngayon is less than 1 kilogram, mostly Sony 16 to 50 kit lens plus the A6400 ang gamit ko when I'm out shooting on this gimbal, and this setup is super light. I manually set the motor strength of each axis para maging compatible siya sa setup ko at hindi magkaroon ng vibration issue. Yung tilt axis ang pinaka-sensitive na motor sa gimbal na to, so gusto niya eksaktong-eksakto yung strength level na iseset mo sa kanya. In my experience, auto-tune and the baked-in motor strength presets are not very effective if you have a lightweight setup like mine. So best option is to manually dial the motor settings. Feel free to copy my motor strength settings kung parehas tayo ng setup. Not only that this gimbal performs well, but it is also future-proof. So if you are planning to upgrade to a heavy full frame setup anytime soon, definitely this gimbal should also be on your shortlist. Number 2, the batteries. The Zhiyun Weebill-S uses 2 removable 18650 batteries that are rated to provide 14 hours of battery life, which is more than enough for my use case. At dahil sobrang kunat ng battery life, I keep the charging feature of the gimbal turned on 90% of the time whenever I'm using it with my camera. Basically, it works like a power bank for my camera, which pretty much resolves the battery life issue of the Sony A6400. And guys, charging isn't the only feature I get when I connect the A6400 with the Zhiyun Weebill-S using the included USB cable. It also grants me access to the record button that's on the trigger handle, so I don't have to touch the actual camera when I want to start or stop the recording. The gimbal will also let you control the zoom function, like the power zoom feature of the lens if your lens has it, and clear image zoom if it's enabled on your camera. And there you have it. These are the top 2 features that I love about the Zhiyun Weebill-S when paired with the Sony A6400. This gimbal pretty much resolves all of the mentioned shortcomings. Just a quick reminder to all those who are new to gimbal and are planning to get one soon. Please take note that it also takes time and practice for you to execute or even master a specific gimbal movement that you wanna do. You might be surprised na hindi kagad maganda ang kakalabasan or outcome ng footages mo on your first try. Don't worry, this is normal and it's part of the learning process. You do need to know and learn gimbal movements and techniques like follow shot, tracking shot, orbit, etc. You also need to learn how to do ninja walks para ma-eliminate yung up and down motion ng shots, because that up and down axis is not compensated by our gimbal. 3 axis lang kasi itong trigger style gimbal na to, no? So yeah, and most importantly, you also need to practice, because practice makes perfect and it is the key to getting the best outcome. Comment down below if you want me to cover the other features of this gimbal. I also want to know the top 2 features you are considering first before buying a gimbal. Shout out again to all my subscribers. Thank you so much for sticking around and letting me achieve this tiny channel milestone. At mag-subscribe ka na din kung hindi ka pa nakapag-subscribe. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. This is Gino. Peace. And one more thing, guys, just a bonus content. Here are the other stuff that I like about the Weebill-S just by itself. I like its size. I think it's still compact by today's standards. I also love the locking mechanism. The locks make it easier for me to balance the camera, and for storage and travel purposes as well. Hindi siya clunky. You can accessorize it then. Very accessory friendly itong gimbal na to. You can buy an extra top handle like I did for cheap. You also have the option to install a follow focus motor if you have the budget, no? Yun lang muna, and that's it for today, guys. Again, stay safe. This is Gino. Peace. So yun. So yun, ba't nakasalamin ako? Actually, inspired Cyberpunk Edge Runner na panood ko, no? Sobrang ganda nung palabas. Highly recommended. Probably the best anime for me this year, 2022. So yun, I'm trying to like capture the color palette, no? So yun. I have green rim light here, another green accent light. I'm sorry, purple accent light rather. Yun lang. So, and shades, cyberpunk shades. Kunwari ako si main. So, yun. Happy Halloween!